Welcome to Astrofox, the YouTube channel. So in the last video I said we are going to make matchmaking using several factors, and important among them is bhava, graha, and dashakota. Then we have the other factors like bhava, samayam, and all is there. So but here, whenever we are analyzing the bhavas, so first I told certain bhavas are given important, like first bhava, fifth bhava, seventh, and 12th. These are given important, and of course along with the third and ninth is also given importance. Okay, because ninth is bhagya sthana. But again, so now when we are analyzing the lagna, okay, we have to see the Lagnadipati's positions, that is the ascendant lord's positions in each of the houses when we are joining each other. Okay, so we do several examinations. One thing I want to clear, okay, why this 6 bar 8 is considered bad. So you all know Lagna means life direction. Okay, life direction of the each individual, where they, apart from what you call personality, longevity, character, physical health, everything, it is the life's direction of a person. So we have to see how these both persons are going to make an impact, positive or negative. And the moon is the mind direction or the mind sinking of each of them. So this Ashastaka we have to take for both moon as well as Lagna. I am showing for Lagna, we can work it out for moon also. Now, if we take this as the Lagna of boy, that is Meena Lagnam, and the Lagna of girl is Tula Lagnam. So let us see, this is a 6 bar 8, perfect 6 bar 8 chart. So why they said it bad, let us see. So the Lagnadipati here is Jupiter, here Venus, and again for second house the owner is Mars. So here also Mars. For somebody who are new or not able to understand, for them maybe I'll put numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Here also we can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And the third house lord is Venus, and here it is Jupiter. And for fourth house Mercury, there it is Saturn. And fifth house is Moon, here it is Saturn. Sixth is Sun, and here sixth is Jupiter. Seventh is Mercury, and there Mars. Eighth is Venus, there also Venus, and ninth is Mars, and there it is Mercury, and 10th is Jupiter, and there it is Moon. 11th is Saturn, and there 11th is Sun, and finally we have the 12th house. So 12th house is Saturn, and here we have Mercury. So we know the relationship, right? The friendship and intimacy videos. The knowledge. So if somebody is having a doubt on friendship and intimacy, you can drop a comment. Okay, maybe I'll explain in the next video. So Jupiter and Venus are enemies. So that is into. Maybe I'll change the color. Okay. Into. And Mars, they are okay. Venus and Jupiter again enemies, and they are okay. And Moon and Saturn again enemies. Okay. Mercury and Mars, you see, again they are enemies, friends, enemies, friends, enemies, and friends. So if you observe one thing, if you observe my Nadi videos, I would have told trains are always connected. Okay, and even when you want to see something good, this if you are having your lagna or lagnadipati in trines, it's always a good combination. But if you see here, the trines, that is 159, they all are in insimal positions, right? The lots are insimal. See the 1 and 5 and the 9, right? So the lagna, the life direction, the 5, the purva punya or the purva punyam, bar prajini, and 9th house, the bhagyasthana. Okay, all are terribly spoiled because of the insimalities. And next, okay, this we are not taking any planets. Okay, we are just doing the empty chart. Okay, again with planets it may even add more thing. Of course some positive influence may impact, but on a blank chart we are doing. And next we see the 3 7 11. Why 3 7 11 are the kama trikonas, right? Those are very essential for a marital life. So 3 is boga, and again if you see the 3, okay, 3, it is an into, 7, it is an into, and 11, it is also into. And 7 is the marriage, and 11 is the desires fulfilled or the profit of this relationship. The kama is also gone, boga is also gone, and this is also gone, right? So the important factors with respect to marriage are spoiled. And then you take what is getting good, 6th bhava. Okay, already we know like a weak 6th bhava or weak 8th bhava or weak 12th bhava is good, because these are houses of arishta. If these are relatively weaker, then we will have the lesser thing. In Paladipika, Mantreshwara has mentioned, if these bhavas of Ashtaka Varga 6, 8, 12 are having lesser bindus, it is good, right? So like, but if you see here, the 6, 8, 12 are getting very much strengthened, okay, which is not actually required. Yes, 12 those we may need some strength. Again, there is something known as Shubha Vaya and Ashubha Vaya, means good expense and bad expense. Okay, that is a bed comfort house. But again, on a general note, this is also getting bad. So what is very very important from marriage perspective, those things are very significantly getting spoiled. That is the reason they avoided this Shastaka. Okay. Now imagine the lagna is also Shastaka, and take this is their lagna, and let us take their moon signs. The boy is born moon year and the girl is born in moon year. Okay, then there is a double Shastaka. Those charts I can definitely say you out of my confidence, and from this 15 years of observing more than 10,000 charts, definitely they will never match. Whatever you go and do, it will not go in a long run, in a bigger picture. Okay, so there are double checks. Okay, whenever we get double checks, we need not proceed further. Like that, there are many double checks for positive as well as negative. So this video was just to clear the Shastastakam. Okay, so in the next class we'll see like Lagnadipati, Kutumbadipati, how to check, where to check, and in the end we'll make a template. Okay, by 15 minutes we'll be able to reproduce whatever you learnt in 8 or 9 hours. Thank you. Have a nice day.